Hey guys, Alex here with my TNA Lockdown 2012 review, and guess what? It's going to be a little bit of a rant because, boy, did this pay-per-view piss me off. And you know what? This is my first and maybe my only TNA review I ever do. It's just that fucking embarrassing. Let's start things off with the first match in the card, which is actually one of the most disappointing. The Lethal Lockdown with Team Eric Bischoff, because apparently Eric Bischoff had to put himself on everything. His team was Gunner, Bully Ray, Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, and himself, of course, versus his son's team, because, obviously he's a made star, so he should be, the team captain of a team going into one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time, of TNA anyway. Garett Bischoff, AJ Styles, RVD, Mr. Anderson, Austin Aries. If it wasn't for the two Bischoffs, I probably would look forward to this match a whole lot more, but let's just get into this. This match was just, first of all, Garett Bischoff started the match because he wanted to go out there and prove that he's tough and pay his dues by getting his ass kicked. I'm fine with that. Go ahead. You why wouldn't you want to start with one of your worst wrestlers in the match? Okay. Just got his ass kicked. Most of this match was just brawling. All it was brawling. That's it. There was two memorable spots. One where AJ Styles hanging off the cage and dropped down. They had a ladder on top of the cage with tables and stuff. Never used it. Never went outside the cage. And just basically, what happened was, new teammate would come down. They'd do a few spots. Makes come back in, then start brawling, stomping, basically building heat. And this went on for the whole match, and just boring. I've never seen a lethal lockdown that was this boring. Usually I like the lethal lockdowns, but this match was just stupid. And all the focus was on Bischoff and his kid. Does anyone give a shit about this guy? I could not care less about Garett Bischoff and his father. Finish basically revolved around them, where Bischoff was beating his kid, and then his kid grabbed the guitar, smashed over his head. He wins! Yay! Eric Bischoff's gone. Who the fuck cares? I was just going into the match hoping, can both guys lose so we can get rid of both of them? Is that possible? 2 stars. Just boring. I was bored by it. Dull. Then we had probably the third best match on the show. The steel cage they're all steel cage matches. For the tag team title match, Samoa Joe and Magnus versus Alex, Shelley, and Chris Sabin. Pretty good tag match. Finish was well done. I liked it. They really built up to it. I liked that. Crowd was really dead, and that really hurt it, in my opinion. This whole crowd sucked. Nashville, Tennessee, James Storm's hometown. They weren't even cheering for James Storm much during his match. Just horrible crowd. There was one guy in the crowd in the front row. You could see him sometimes on camera, just trying as hard as he could to get this crowd into it, but it nothing. They could not get to cheer at all. I give this match 3 stars. It was good. Compared to the rest of this card, it was fucking amazing. Then we had Devon versus Robbie for the television title. Pointless, stupid, dull. Basically just make Devon look good. Let me point this out here. Devon is your television champion, TNA, and has he been on television at all since he won the belt? I don't remember. I honestly don't. So, yeah, quarter of a star. That's okay. So, next up we have Gail Kim versus Velvet Sky. Just kind of a dragged match. Nothing really special, nothing really great. One good spot where Velvet Sky did a sunset flip off the top rope to Gail Kim, which is actually pretty cool. Finish was dumb. Didn't like it, and just average, basic knockouts match. I give it a star. Just really stupid. And then we had Flair come out and do a promo on Hogan, which should have been on Impact, but of course Hogan and Flair had to get on TV or pay-per-view, just of course, because their egos, apparently. So, yeah, that was fucking pointless. Alright, what do we got next? Oh, Matt Morgan and Crimson in a grudge match, basically. Basically, them more fighting. Just, punch. Clothesline. Just stupid. And the finish was horrible. Basically, they're on the top rope. Matt Morgan gets crotched on it, gets his leg stuck, and Crimson climbs out of the cage. And this is supposed to be your fucking grudge match that you've been building up to for a while. And nice job. Just stupid. Then we had actually a good match. This was the best match on the card. Kurt Angle versus Jeff Hardy. Of course it's the best match. It's always Kurt Angle always does the best matches at Lockdown. Great back and forth action, really. Really good. Nice counters. I like one part where Kurt Angle had the ankle lock in and Jeff Hardy countered into his own ankle lock. That was kind of cool. At one point, Kurt Angle went for the Olympic Slam, Jeffrey countered, went for the twist fake, countered, did an angle slam to angle. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Nice build up to the finish, though. Really good sequence of moves building up to the finish. Jeff Hardy did a cage spot, jumping off the top of the cage, which was cool. We got the crowd go pop for once in the night. So I'll give it that. It was pretty good. But like I said, compared to the rest of the card, this was a stupendous match and a must-see match. I give it 3 3/4. It was good. Then we had another pointless match, the Knockouts Tag Team Titles, which is held by a man and a woman. There's TNA logic right there for you. Eric Young and ODB versus Rosita and Sarita. Pointless, dull, and it's filler. Eric Young didn't even get in the fucking match. He just basically sat in the corner and watched ODB get her ass kicked. Stupid. Shouldn't have been on the fucking show. And then we get to the main event. And let me just say right now, match started out really well. They booked this match very well. Build up, everything was great. Would have been great if James Storm had won the fucking title for 2 weeks and then lost it. It would have been more exciting. Like, oh, his first world title win. Could he do it in his hometown? No, we're going to... No way, it's already his second one. Oh, well, it's still important. Okay. I bought into it. I actually watched the show because I was curious to see, hey, is James going to win? This is going to be a good match. They've been building it up nicely. Short answer is yes and no. Match was good. They had a nice little brawl at the beginning. Emphasized this whole feud that they've been having. Really nice. I liked it. I thought it was good. Get in the match, and it was a storytelling match. Just Robert Roode beating the hell out of him, yelling at James Storm throughout the match, telling him he's a loser, telling him he's worthless, blah blah blah. Kept building very nicely over the match. Few nice false finishes, and then the ending came. And first of all, okay, James Storm, a very nice spot where Roode looks like he's gonna get out the cage, and like kicks Storm down. Like I was like, oh no way, he's gonna win that way. And like James Storm got up there, pulled him back in, goes for the last call. Kicks the ref. Roode going out the cage. No, give me the beer bottle. Grabs the beer bottle. Smash. James Storm's down. 1, 2. Kick out. Oh my god. Crowd was supposed to go crazy. They didn't. This crowd was dead for this match. In fact, at one point you could hear Roode yelling at James Storm, and you could hear a guy in the audience yelling back at Roode. And in a live crowd. That's bad. So James Storm freaks out. Roode freaks out. Oh, he gets super kicked by James Storm, and he rolls over to by the door. I'm just like, no. And they did. James Storm kicks him, he falls out of the door, and Robert Roode retains. A month of build-up. Building up this big grudge match. More than that, actually. You can take in the whole title reign of Robert Roode leading up to this match, the big showdown. And they don't give the belt to James Storm. You can say whatever you want about TNA or Ring of Honor not giving people the belt when they need it. Okay, they do it once or twice, yeah. But this is as bad as Robert Roode not winning the belt at Bound for Glory. You have the build-up. You have a star right there. You have a star. You have a star that's going to be able to carry a company. Okay, you can have a feud with him. You can have a rematch, whatever. You can get this feud going for a little while. Okay, and you don't give him the belt in his hometown. You don't give him the belt. Instantly would have been over. Instantly would have been the biggest star in TNA right now. And you don't give James Storm the belt. TNA is run by a bunch of fucking morons. Honest to God. They're run by a bunch of fucking morons who don't understand the basic concept of giving a person a belt after proper build-up. If James Storm wins the belt again next month, doesn't matter. The build-up's gone. Okay, you can make all the excuses. Oh, well, it was a cheap win. He had the match won. Doesn't matter. He didn't win it. He had that build-up. He had everything. Had the crowd going. Had people saying, yeah, I thought to myself, yeah, James was going to win. James was going to win. I'm looking forward to this. And they just pulled the wool off from under our eyes. At your second biggest show of the year, you don't give the fucking belt to a future star. So, fuck you, TNA. I gave you guys a chance. I had not watched a single pay-per-view since Bound for Glory because I just thought to myself, yeah, I'm just going to read the results and I'm not going to bother with this shit anymore. I said to myself, I'm going to watch the show. It looks like a decent card. A few bad matches here, but I can deal with it as long as the 3 matches deliver. You had 3 good matches, 3 pay-per-view worthy matches. The rest of it was shit. From top to bottom, shit. Just disappointing by TNA. But at this point, I shouldn't be surprised. I think TNA is basically designed right now just to fuck with the fans. Just basically, hey, you think this guy's gonna win the title? No, we're gonna pull it out from your guys. Fuck you guys. Haha, we're funny. Okay, I guarantee you, that's what they're doing right now. And if James Storm wins the belt on TV, I'm just gonna say fuck TNA. I say fuck TNA already, but you know, I basically just assume they just don't give a shit anymore. Okay, if I was the guys in TNA, the guys that actually mattered, Morrissey Machine Gun, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Austin Aries, Christopher Daniels, Roode, James Storm, I would fucking leave that company so fast. I'd go to WWE, I'd go back to Ring of Honor if I was Austin Aries or Christopher Daniels, and I'd go actually do something valuable with my time, because they're wasting their time in TNA. TNA is the joke of wrestling. It is. People watch it to laugh at their bullshit. And that's basically what I'm going to do right now. I basically said that. After this, I was already laughing at TNA's stupid decision, but after this, I've just basically sold. I'm done. I just can't justify watching this or actually giving a shit anymore. I will not. It's embarrassing. All in all, this show is one of the worst fucking pay-per-view shows I ever had the horror to sit through. People were saying that this could be better than Evolve 11. Well, Evolve 11, I might have overrated that a bit. People, so what? This show made Evolve 11 look like fucking WrestleMania. Jesus. 4.5. And I think just because you had 3 good matches, the main event actually was good. It just suffered from the bullshit. If the bullshit booking wasn't there, I probably would have given it 4 stars. Just because, perfect build up to a guy who win the belt, and the match wasn't bad. But I can't give it 4 stars after this stupid booking. Just classic, TNA booking. TNA doesn't have a fucking clue. As Jim Cornette famously said in the U-Shoot, they don't have a bucket to piss in or a window to throw it out of. So, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoy. Please, feel free to comment. I want to know what you people think. What do you guys think of TNA's dumbass decisions in booking? Please, share. I want to know. That's it for now. Take care. Bye.